Used to work with a guy called Derek, and Derek was a lovely guy, really kind of, sound, nice guy. Met a girl one night while he was working on the doors, and then went back to her house afterwards for a couple of drinks and Netflix and chill, if you know what I mean. And he'd gone back to her house, and she'd said, "Oh, do you want to meet my budgie?" Which is a strange thing to say from, a kind of... But anyway, Budgie is let out of the cage. Turns out the budgie's name is Bob, and Bob is a lovely budgie. He's flying around, he's tweeting, he's landed on Dave's shoulder, nibbling his ear. Really little friendly little budgie, that's fine. And so she went to the kitchen, got some snacks out. They're sitting, chilling, eating some snacks. There's some cheesy Whotsits and a couple of drinks, and that was great. And Bob's flying around and, mucking, visiting the house, if you will. She goes to the bathroom, and Dave decides to get himself prepped, like he's getting the kit, the jumper off, the whole shooting match. As he does so, he knocks a bowl of Whotsits over, and the Whotsits land on the ground, and oh God, it's just Whotsits everywhere, and oh bloody hell. So he runs to her hallway cupboard and finds her Hoover. And it's one of those long-stemmed Hoovers, with the wide head, a Henry Hoover, and pulls it through and plugs it in and thinks, right, I'll get this Whotsits hoovered up before she comes back. And he's got the head off the nozzle. It's just a nozzle by itself now, getting individual Whotsits that have landed around, when suddenly there was a whoomp sound. Like, what was that? Turns out he's just soaked up poor Bob, who was down on the floor chomping on Whotsits. Bob's up the Hoover. So straight away it's panic sessions. He's into the guts of the Hoover. He's got it pulled apart, and alas, poor Bob is no longer with us. He's an ex-Bob. So Dave panics, gets Bob back into his cage, secures him in place, we'll get back to that, and then just hurriedly leaves. Shouts up the stairs, "Hey, I've hoovered up, got to go, emergency, see you later." Now he leaves. 3 nights later, Dave is at work. When the police arrive, he's taken away by the police to the headquarters here in Aberdeen. In Aberdeen, not here. I'm not in Aberdeen. Taken to the headquarters in Aberdeen, and was questioned for over 2 hours as to why he killed a budgie and then glued its feet to the stand in its cage so that it was just standing upright and then dead, standing in that cage. Oh, dearie me.